y'all feel about a new show? Yeah. Good morning, Brazoria County. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, for the first time, it's time! Coming at you live, uncut, unrated from Spreaker Podcast and Broadcast Radio. It's the Good Morning Brazoria County Broadcast. What? We are super excited today to bring you a whole new program. Sit down, shut up, put on your fucking seatbelt and hold on, 'cause here it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how about starting a new motherfucking show today? Why do you ask? We might do something of the sort. I guess because we motherfucking can. How blessed are we today, guys, that we woke up and we are breathing the Lord's fresh air this morning. So I would just like to say thank you, rock and roll, and welcome to the very first Good Morning Brazoria County broadcast. We're just going to talk a little bit about what's going on around Brazoria County every morning. We might give you a little bit of news. We might give you a little bit of traffic. Today is basically just a sound test. As it says, you shouldn't even be listening to this because, hey, you might get hypnotized into being one of our little maniacs. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the very first episode of Good Morning Brazoria County broadcast. So, hey, here's Zombie. We got Flip on the motherfucking behind in the box. The man in the box. We got Flip. We got the Zombie behind the mic, bringing you guys whatever comes to mind. And then, we are a little bit excited today. So let's rock and roll. Let's get this thing started, guys. How y'all feeling today? Oh, really? Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. We might have, we got everything's, dude, I can't believe everything's working today, Flip. It's tripping me out. And we're live. Fucking hey, rock and roll. Oh, so what, how much of a blessing is it, guys, that I'm listening to a morning show that, I normally catch up on some of the normal news and stuff like that. And I find myself, because, hey, you got your own internet radio station kicking, and I started taking notes, like what was going on every minute of the show, like how much time they spent actually talking, because it's a talk show, and how much time they spent on commercials, and how much time they spent doing other things, and, I got so frustrated writing it down. I said, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck trying to copy someone else's format. I wasn't trying to copy anyone's format. This is what I was trying to do. I was trying to see how much time this dude spent trying to sell you guys something, and how much time he spent actually connecting with his audience. And after, the first 30 minutes of the show this morning, I really liked the dude. I liked the show. I liked the guy and everything. But it was just too much bullshit, man. So how many of us can say, you know what? Fuck that. We'll start our own morning show, and we're gonna rock out with our cock out, motherfucking on Martin Luther King Day. Maybe not in public. And wow, the sun just came out. It is kind of a pretty day today, guys. So we might actually hop on some motorcycles, see who else is off today, and make a lap to the H and back. What's up, fellas? Oh yeah, we might have some audio nuggets. Might have some audio nuggets for you all, but mainly we're going to get on here and see how the old Wi-Fi, how the interwebs work for us in the mornings. If you recognize any of this background music, guys, it's some intro stuff that we might have used on some of the other shows before. So yeah. Doesn't look like we've got much traffic around town right now. Say it's Martin Luther King Day. What does that mean to you? I don't know. I think he was a stand-up dude, and I'm glad that we take a day off, to celebrate equality among people, man. Think about this. Go back to the early 1960s, man. 1962, 1963. And, I'm glad. I'm glad things came around full circle, and, hey, it's kind of celebrating Martin Luther King Day, and today's January the 16th. We got 4 days. In 4 days, we inaugurate a new president, guys, and coming out of the office, that's right, the very first black president, if I'm allowed to say that President Obama was the first black president. So leaps and bounds from whenever our parents we're growing up and bringing their kids up to the time where we're bringing our grandkids up and our kids are bringing their kids up in a whole different world. And I'm proud to say that, I'm happy to live in the time, man. It's a fucking wonderful time. You know what I mean? We got the interwebs everywhere. And speaking of the interwebs everywhere, fuck Facebook, man, unplug, man. Go to the beach. Go take your kid and catch a fish. And you do not have to post it on Twitter for it to be real. You don't have to post it on Facebook for it to be real. You do have to post it on Twitter for it to be real. We all know that. So yeah, we might have a couple of little audio nuggets. See if we can pull up something. Oh goodness, guys. So how was your weekend? Mine, I cannot complain. I got a lot of work done. Wow. Impromptu four-wheeler tune-up. The grandkids across the street of my neighbor wanted to ride the four-wheeler, and it needed a tune-up. So I get elected. And whenever I get elected, that also means, that's right, dollar bills, so sometimes I cannot turn that down. And since I'm trying to do part of the soundboard here, and do audio nuggets. I hope we don't have popping in the background.
Heat makes it happen. Hypercolor clothing changes color with heat. Only by Genera. Like this.
That's a bad recording clip. We need to go re-record some of this stuff, dude. We've got an old soundboard out, guys, today that I haven't pulled out since I think the Rob C. Zombie show, some of the first ones. So it's got some stuff on it. It's got some good stuff on it anyway. We might go through there and bring you guys a couple audio nuggets, but food insecurity is what I think was referred to as someone being hungry, like college students, or college students having food insecurity. What the fuck is the world come to, man? What does that mean? I made a conscious decision probably 2 months ago. The old zombie here was eating a couple of 12 ounce, well, not a couple, about a 12 ounce bag of M&Ms a day. And, goodness gracious, a tube and a whole tube of, what do you call it, cheese Pringles. And that's just, I'm thinking, I didn't have the right mentality whenever it comes to your health, living for your mind, your body, and your spirit, while I'm telling you guys to. I'm munching down M&Ms and cheese Pringles, and then not only that, eating like McDonald's, like Arby's, Burger King. Oh my goodness, man! But let me tell you a little bit of the story about some reason, right? For some reason unknown to me, but not really. Listen to other people that stay in shape and things like that. One of my big inspirations is Joe Rogan from the Joe Rogan Experience. You should check out his podcast right here at Spreaker Podcast. He's the pod father, in my opinion. Him, Kevin Smith. You know, you've got 4 or 5 of them that everyone should listen to a few of their shows, should listen to the Adam Carolla show, the Joe Rogan Experience, a couple of Kevin Smith shows, Ari Shaffir's Skeptic Tank, and anything with Mark Maron in it. You know, I like comedy. I like comedians. I like to follow comedians. I was aspiring to be a stand-up comedian at one point in time. However, I wrote a lot of stuff and I never really got back to it. And that's the thing that a lot of us fall into whenever it comes to living our dreams and waking up every day and doing what we love to do, which I'll always inspire any of you little maniacs to do. Wake up every day doing what you love to do. So inspirations, guys, my inspirations. Joe Rogan stays in shape, but the dude's got a big brain, okay? That's why I say that you should listen to one of his shows, and then, hey, get back with me. Radio Robcast at gmail.com. Also, right here at Spreaker Studio, right here at Spreaker Podcast, if you go to my homepage, I have updated that to where... That's right, my correct Facebook page is on there, Robert Cole, zombie in parentheses. My correct Twitter, which is Robert Cole at Robcast Radio on Twitter. Anyway, and we're talking about inspirations and what made me put down M&Ms, what made me put down the fast food and things like this. And one of the main inspirations has got to be, that's right, for some reason I follow, well, not for some reason, because they're old friends of mine from way back in the day, and they're stand-up gentlemen, Rod Williams and Danny Orr from Rough House Fitness, and also Lacey Lusterford. Now, the thing about these guys is that they open encouragement, no matter what size, shape, things like this that you are. And the only time that I found open arms like that would be back in the day in Kung Fu. My Kung Fu Sifu, Robert Roy, mad respect, Sifu Robert Roy, Walam Kung Fu, that he would any student, no matter your shape, your size, he was going to try to train you for mind, body, and spirit. And the bigger you were physically, he thought that was a good, he would call it a good foundation. You got a nice, solid foundation. So, I was inspired by people that are my same age and that are staying in shape, or even like Rod getting back into shape after a few years. And so if you're anywhere around Brazoria, Texas, and you would like to, strengthen your core, work on your mixed martial arts skills, or any of the above, then I would encourage you to check out Rough House Fitness in Brazoria, Texas. And that's nothing, they did not ask me to talk to you guys about that, but talking about inspirations. And, you take it a step further. Whenever I decided at not one of the great times in my life, as far as getting through going through a natural disaster, I guess you would say. That's exactly what you would say. Then I decided that I need to get my body in shape. You know what I mean? I feel okay, and I'm not super fat, but I have an inner tube around my belly, around my inner section, and I don't feel good all the time. So then I decided, you know what? No more M&Ms, no more Pringles. Started working out, and I'm not saying I went to the gym. I haven't even been to Rough House Fitness. I'd love to go in there and check that out someday. I started to do some push-ups. I started to do some body squats, and what kind of helped me was just keeping a list, like I did back in the football days, of when you work out and what you do. And then, say if I didn't work out for a day or two, like when it got real cold, I did not feel like working out. Then I would look at that list and I would say, dang, dude,